Guys, now we are in engine room. Before we make some maintenance on generator number 2, we take out cylinder head. Every maintenance, just when we take out cylinder head, we have to take valve clearance. Before that, we make some isolation. We have to put tag also on the control room. And now I'm going to stop pre-lube oil for generator number 2, because I'm going, as I have told you, I'm going to take tappet clearance. Here now we are removing rocker arm cover, and already pre-lube oil pump is stopped. No lubrication is coming. Just we clean some oil, and we are preparing for taking adjustment of valve clearance or tappet clearance. So this is very important for you. Why we need tappet clearance? What is the significance of tappet clearance? Too much tappet clearance, less tappet clearance? We will speak on other video. Now for a moment, for today, I want to show you how to take tappet clearance for our generator. This is a cylinder firing order, and the maker of our generator is Honda himself. This will depend on different to take tappet clearance. For a moment, we depend on the flywheel. We have to put on top the center the cylinder that we are going to take for tappet clearance. Now you see this is number 2 and the number 5 cylinder. It shows one of the cylinder is on top the center. Here I check now, checking the push rod. Push rod must be free. Push rod is free, which means that we confirm it is on top the center, the piston of the cylinder number 2. Now, before I lose locking nuts, I check the previous measurement using the filler gauge. Our filler gauge thickness is, according to maker recommendation, it is 0.5 mm. Now I'm losing the locking nut. This must be loose. And after I put a filler gauge between yoke and the rocker arm, and I lose this adjusting screw. Adjusting screw, we have to lose more until it touches the bottom of adjusting screw, until it touches the top of the push rod. Then what we do is we check again and again. This is not just only one time immediate, you cannot check. Sometimes we can use dial gauge also. Here you can put dial gauge on the yoke, but most time we use this by just depending on experience. You know that you feel how 0.5 mm passing between rocker arm and the yoke. Now you have to keep adjusting screw steady. So you see the upper panel already put the down one for locking nut. Now when I'm sure that it is just 0.5 mm, I have to tie again, checking. We check like this, just if it passes 0.5, if it is too loose, if it plays inside more, we have to again adjust. Here we have adjusting the screw. Now because more gap, so what we have to do is we have to close a little bit, adjusting the screw again. Just move inside the filler gauge. Now it looks like a little bit okay. Then I check again. Still a little bit more gap because it is freely moving inside. I loose again. Now I check. Guys, we have to be patient. This is just what we have to do. This when it is the clearance is too much of side effect, other machinery, other part will be damaged. On next video, we will see the significance, too much clearance, less clearance, what is the side effect. For a moment, just highlight, I want to show you this how to take tappet clearance. Now, before I check for one side, now I'm checking for other side, exhaust and the inlet, both side as per our manual 0.5 mm. On some engine it's different, but here on our engine both sides is same filler gauge thickness 0.5 mm. We have to check both inlet or exhaust where you place the filler gauges between yoke and the rocker arm. First, before loosing, you have to check also. Now it looks like okay for cylinder number 2. After I tie locking nut, finally also have to check, you have to confirm that it is correct way of the gap between rocker arm and the yoke. By the way, there is also yoke adjustment. On yoke adjustment, we will see another time how to adjust yoke. First, what we have to do is we have to adjust yoke before we proceed to valve clearance. Now I'm going to put to number 5 cylinder just by turning flywheel. Now what we have to check is push rod. Push rod must be freely moving. Now only this number 5 cylinder moving freely, on others no move. See, it is steady, it's like stuck because the piston is not on the top dead center. As per firing order, only one piston will be on the top dead center at a time, at one time. So I have to lose the locking nut. I lose already. Now I put filler gauge bit. Now I have to turn this adjusting screw. We have to place always the filler gauge between rocker arm and the yoke. Now I have to tie in the check, tie adjusting screw, check the clearance. It must not be played too much inside, and then must not be also stuck inside. It must be passed through easily. It's not okay. Now I'm adjusting locking nut. If it is close to be correctly clearance, just easy close the locking nut and hold steady the adjusting screw with this small spannel. Now I'm tying just. Now it looks like okay. Check, double check. Okay, it's okay now. This is cylinder 5 tappet clearance. As I told you, for exhaust and the suction, both the thickness of the filler gauge is the same. It doesn't mean that for all engines the same. That for in our case, as per maker recommendation, just tappet clearance, tappet is the filler gauge thickness is 0.5 mm. Now I pass to other side. Both sides must be adjusted at the same time. When I finish one, after adjust other, now tying locking nut, check again. we can push also at side at the rocker arm at the side of the push rod. By one hand you can press down in order to make free. Now we have to make mark the one we complete the job, because maybe we forget in the repeat. Now we arrange for other cylinder. We are now turning the flywheel. So all same procedure here. Now I'm checking also push rod for the cylinder. Push rod free, that means to piston is on the top, dead center. You see this now, it is not moving. That means the piston is not on the top dead center, it's not on the firing position. So now guys, all is the same procedure. Thank you for watching. Then just don't forget to subscribe our channel, like it, and follow our Facebook page. Thank you. Till we meet you with another video. Have a nice time.